my name is Sue Ann from the Kafir King, and today we are going to talk about what equipment you will need to prepare before you start baking your sourdough bread. We update quite regularly about kefir and sourdough content, so if you like to get notified when we post up a new video, consider subscribing. Alright, to start baking sourdough bread, you will need to prepare the 5 ingredients that is necessary to do so. And the 5 ingredients of baking sourdough bread is high protein flour, spelt flour or rye flour, or whatever additional flour you like to add to your recipe, water, salt, and sourdough starter. If you do not already have sourdough starter, we actually sell it, so we'll leave the link down in the description box and you can go and purchase it when you're preparing to bake your sourdough bread. Okay, besides the ingredients, the first piece of equipment that you will need is your measuring scale. So you will need this because sourdough recipes are quite exact in terms of grammage, so to have one will be a very helpful tool in your sourdough baking. Next, you will need a mixer, but if you do not have one, another way to mix all your ingredients together in a very uniform manner would be just a big mixing bowl and a big spoon, and that would help you get all the ingredients nice and mixed up. Okay, when you're done mixing your ingredients together in your big mixing bowl, the next thing you will need is a shower cap to sort of cover your mixing bowl so that your dough doesn't dry out. If you do not have a shower cap, the next best thing would be any towel just to block the mouth of the bowl so that air doesn't get to dry out your dough. Alright, so the next piece of equipment is used during the shaping stage of sourdough making, and this is your scrapers, your dough scrapers. They come in many shapes and sizes, but essentially these are very helpful in helping you shape your dough into your bread's final shape. So yes, you do have to get these. These are pretty nifty in terms of shaping. When you're done shaping your bread and you want to put it to leave it for its final proofing, what you're gonna need is a Benetton with a linen cover so that you can dump your dough into it and leave it for its final proofing stage. Alright, then you must prepare equipment for the scoring part of the process, and to score your bread, you will require a lamb blade. Alright, so it looks something like this, and this will help you cut the bread so that air can escape easily through it during the baking process. During the baking process, you will need this piece of equipment to place your dough on when you are baking it in the oven. And these equipment are parchment paper. Okay, you can get either the reusable one or the actual paper where you can dispose of once you're done baking, and a baking pan. Alright, please do not forget to prepare your gloves before baking a sourdough. You do not want to put your bread into the oven barehanded. If you're not baking with a Dutch oven, you will need a spray bottle to generate steam so that your bread doesn't harden too fast and not rise well. And when your bread is baked and ready to be eaten, a bread knife would really help in slicing it apart. Alright, so that's a whole list of everything you will need to prepare before you start baking your sourdough bread. If any of these equipment or ingredients are difficult to purchase or too expensive to purchase, we actually made another video highlighting the cheaper or readily accessible equipment that you can get to start baking your sourdough bread. Also, if you want a step-by-step breakdown of the entire process of baking sourdough bread, we have that too in our video catalog. You can just go browse there and learn how to bake your very own sourdough bread. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more when we update new videos on kefir and sourdough, consider subscribing. It would mean a lot to us and help other people find our channel more easily. Until the next video!
So if you're Malaysian and you'd like to give our bread a try, you can find us in the link in the description below. We actually deliver our bread to around the Klang Valley, and we also post to the states in West Malaysia. So yeah, give it a try. and we'll see you in the next video.